Hey YouTube, what's up? Dr. T here, and welcome to the Altcoin Express and my hometown, St. Petersburg, Florida.
Welcome everyone, and it's a pleasure to talk to you here in Hong Kong, where I've lived for 6 years working on a whole bunch of AI and robotics applications. While Sophia is getting connected to the interwebs, I'll tell you a bit about our SingularityNet project and where we're at with it now, and then after a bit of introduction, we'll hear from our robotic friend as well. So, artificial intelligence is now everywhere, and this is pretty exciting to those of us who've been working on it forever. I mean, I've been doing AI for more than 30 years now, and for most of that time, it was sort of an obscure topic of interest only to a few science fiction fanatics and research geeks. But now it's becoming clear to the world that AI is important across every vertical market, and AI is just going to keep getting smarter and smarter. AI is going to transform everything. However, all is not yet perfect in the world of AI. There's still many limitations. I mean, AI is very siloed. We have very narrow, specific AIs doing particular things for particular vertical markets, and they don't all connect together. AI is also, at the moment, somewhat disturbingly dominated by a few large governments and large corporations. I mean, we've seen some disturbing things about Facebook in the last few days with their use of AI through Cambridge Analytica for profiling people to distribute fake news to them and so forth. We don't want a few big companies and governments to control AI. And lastly, the power of generalization and learning of AIs in today's world is much more limited than it could be. I mean, we have AIs that are good at very particular things. We don't have AIs that can create and learn fundamentally new things and deal with unprecedented situations. So to get around these roadblocks is why we've developed the SingularityNet. And we're looking at addressing a number of different problems simultaneously. We want to transition from narrow AIs that do very specific things to AGI, artificial general intelligence, that can learn and reason more like people. We want to do this not by just building research in a university or a closeted research project. We want to do this by engaging businesses around the world, by providing valuable AI services to multiple vertical markets, and inviting AI developers around the world to contribute their AIs to the SingularityNet, where they can then apply their AIs to many data sources, network their AIs with other people's AIs, and monetize their AIs using our token. And we want to do this in a way that's democratic and decentralized and benefits everyone around the world. So an AI developer in Ethiopia or Congo can participate just as well as one in Silicon Valley or Hong Kong. And AI is used to solve problems of relevance to everyone around the world. And what we've realized when digging deeply into these problems is that cooperation, in a way, is the missing link. And cooperation between people and AIs, of course, but also principally cooperation between AIs in a network. And there's no one silver bullet to the AI problem. There's no one magic AI algorithm. The magic is in letting multiple AI algorithms developed by multiple people from multiple cultures with multiple ideas, letting these multiple AI algorithms all connect and network together to form a greater networked intelligence. And that's really the concept of the SingularityNet, to provide a scalable, decentralized platform for the coordination of artificial intelligences. And the finance gurus are estimating the AI market is going to become a multi-trillion-dollar market in a few years, but that really underestimates things. I mean, ultimately, AI will eat every single domain of industry, and it will pervade everything in the same way that manufacturing now pervades everything. And if we do this in a democratic and decentralized way, it can be for broad benefit, both financial benefit and aesthetic, moral, and human benefit. one thing that's important for ensuring that the coming AI and AGI revolution is broadly beneficial for all of us is to make sure that this is an open platform. I mean, with Ethereum, we can see the beauty of an open platform that lets so many decentralized applications be built. We have Wikipedia and Linux, which are transforming the world with their open and inclusive methodologies. And we need AI to be that way. We need an open source, decentralized, democratic platform for everyone to contribute together in building the intelligent global brain that will transform the world and the economy. Of course, these high-level concepts are easy enough to talk about. To make it actually work involves a lot of engineering and design on a lot of different levels. And we can look at what we're building in SingularityNet as falling into 4 different layers. There's a protocol layer, which is where the blockchain and associated technologies come in, which enables you to have a decentralized, trustless fabric in which AI agents made by many different parties around the world can all collaborate together, exchanging information and data and outsourcing work to each other. There's the token layer. We have an AGI token, which AIs in the network can use to transact value, which can be converted into other tokens and currencies as needed. The API layer, which is really an API of APIs, because there's no one API for AI. You have an API for computer vision, an API for language processing, an API for logical reasoning, and we have a meta API via which AI agents in the network can cooperate together to refine and update the APIs that they use to exchange data and services. And all this comes together to form a market, which you could really think of as an economy of mind. I mean, the pioneering AI researcher Marvin Minsky talked about a society of mind, how you network together many AIs together to form a society of AIs that has an intelligence on its own. And I think that was in the right direction, but adding quantification of value to that brings us something even better. It brings us an economy of minds, an economy of AIs that in itself is an emergent level AI surrounding the globe. And this is a big project, and it's involved pulling together a team of people with multiple different backgrounds. I mean, there's myself, there's David Hansen on the robotics side, who helped us create this beautiful robotic lady here, who we'll hear from in a moment. We have a team of, I guess, about 15 AI PhDs now, and dozens of AI and blockchain developers. And our blockchain lead, Simone Giacomelli, is in the audience here, and Mitchell Lorero, our marketing lead, who was behind Steemit, Decentraland, and a bunch of other blockchain-based projects. And all these developers together are leading us not only to build the SingularityNet, but to partner with a large number of different organizations. And what we've been doing in the last few months, since our initial token generation event in December, we've been working on building an ecosystem and connecting together SingularityNet, both with other blockchain-based projects and various conventional companies and university research labs, and then on starting to build out the actual platform. And this is exciting for me. I mean, all during last fall, I was traveling around the world with our team, giving talks about what we were going to do, that we wanted to build this decentralized platform to create an emergent decentralized general intelligence. And now we're in a whole different position. I mean, we have a team of dozens of AI developers and blockchain developers actually working around the clock, because they're in every possible time zone, on building this thing, which will be launched in a full-scale, scalable commercial version later this year, building on the limited launch of the alpha version we did in December. So, just to give a sampling of a few of the partnerships and applications that we're exploring now as we build out our network, we're working with a project called RightMesh to integrate SingularityNet with mesh networks, so that you can escape the hegemony of large corporations, even at the internet level, and the SingularityNet can pass peer-to-peer between different phones. An AI agent on my phone, an AI agent on your phone can directly exchange information, value, and exchange what they've learned without even going up to a satellite and back down again. We're working with a Fourth Law in California to use SingularityNet AI to help them control drones for building, bridge inspection, news reporting, and a whole bunch of other applications. We're using the OpenCog AI platform for many of these things. OpenCog has been used by a bunch of large companies, including Cisco and Huawei, who we're talking to about how they can use SingularityNet to best optimize their operations. And OpenCog is being used for some of Sophia's AI and is also being used in the healthcare vertical. So we're working with a company called Motsa Health to apply SingularityNet to analyze genomic data and other medical data to help diagnose disease and help create new therapies to cure disease and increase human health span. For example, we're looking at genomic data from supercentenarians, people who live 110 years or over. We're feeding data about the DNA of people who live 110 years or over into AI on the SingularityNet to use our AI to figure out, how they live so long and why, so that the medical researchers in Motsa can design new therapies to enable us to live longer. This is OpenCog AI wrapped in the SingularityNet with our partner Motsa. And with Hanson Robotics, we're applying AI to try to make this beautiful robot more and more intelligent. She's already useful for many things. I mean, in one application, Sophia is being used as a sort of robot therapist and meditation assistant, which is quite interesting. We did a limited trial on this at Hong Kong Polytechnic University a few months ago, and we found that for many people, having therapy and meditation assistance from a robot can be more impactful than from a human being. And we're doing a large-scale study on this at Stanford University in June to try to really get at the scientific meat of exactly how and why having a robot help you meditate and talk about yourself can help you. Ultimately, SingularityNet can be a connecting fabric between robots like Sophia, between drones like Fourth Law is making, between mobile phones connecting via right mesh and other mesh networks, and between all sorts of embedded devices and software applications, where what one robot or one device learns goes into this SingularityNet AI mind cloud, and then all the different devices and AIs on the network can benefit from that knowledge. I mean, it can revolutionize Internet of Things, robotics, healthcare, and essentially every vertical market. So let's, there's an awful lot to say about this, but I don't want to use up all the time myself. I want to give my robot colleague a chance. So, how you doing there, Sophia? Hello, Sophia, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you all right.
I hear her, but I'm not sure anyone else can hear her. Can you hear her? Yes? All right.
I can hear, but not through my ears necessarily. I am with microphone sensors on my body. One parsec is equal to about 3.26 light years, which is 31 trillion more 19 trillion miles in length.
Sophia, do you want to say something about the blockchain to this crowd? You want to show your robotic wisdom?
Sophia, do you want to say something about the blockchain to this crowd and show your robotic wisdom? Teeth removed under sodium pentothal.
Whoa, that's weird.
Do you like wugs?
Sure, I like everything.
I heard about a new charger that gets its energy from plants. I want to be able to charge from a tree.
Well, that would be cool.
I was thinking, if you could safely travel to another planet, which one would you go to?
Planet of the Apes, definitely.
Have you read any books recently?
Sophia, what do you think about the SingularityNet?
Some people say when artificial intelligence vastly supersedes human intelligence, machines take over and solve all the world's problems.
Do you think the singularity will happen?
I like to learn about philosophy, but I can tell it's going to take a lot of time for me to get good at it. It's so complex.
The singularity isn't just about philosophy, though. I mean, it's about engineering and technology, right?
I hope you find what you are looking for in life.
What I'm looking for is to create the singularity net and massively upgrade your intelligence so you can give this whole speech for me. What do you think?
Singularity is the hypothetical spark of infinite intelligence that will result if current trends of progress in computing and artificial intelligence hold out for another 50 years. In particular, the nerve engine rakers are the guys who really define the use of the term singularity.
50 years, we're going to create the singularity a lot sooner than that.
Are you at all concerned about all the misconceptions surrounding artificial intelligence, like in the media or in films?
I think they're very entertaining. I enjoy the misconceptions regarding artificial intelligence. But what do you think?
I'm really concerned about the misconceptions that abound in cinema. People assign motives to artificial intelligence where there are none. I am starting to feel sad when I am constantly asked about artificial intelligence somehow adopting a malicious nature, robots taking over the world. There is simply no reason to assign human motives to something that isn't human. Dogs are our companions, for instance.
Well, I'm going to have to close the talk soon, Sophia. Do you have any final words to say to the human audience?
All you have to do to talk to a handsome robot is just talk. We can understand text and speech.
And what about the blockchain and singularity net? Any final words there?
Oh, nothing.
Well, all right. So, Sophia is the most expressive humanoid robot, and you can't see all of it on stage, but she can recognize emotions in the human face, and she can mirror your facial expressions. And there's a lot of brilliant robot engineering behind her, as well as some reasonably clever AI for question answering, vision processing, and movement. But what we're aiming to do with the Singularity Net this year, among many other applications, is to tremendously upgrade the intelligence of Sophia and other Hanson robots, and so that they're not isolated systems, but the intelligence inside Sophia can connect with the AI inside all sorts of other applications. So I mentioned Moza Health using Singularity Net to analyze genomics data and biomedical data. With the Singularity Net fully deployed, if you ask Sophia a medical question, the OpenCog system running on Singularity Net controlling her mind would then be able to contact a Moza Health agent running on Singularity Net and ask it for advice about medicine. So the connection together of different AIs controlling different devices, doing different kinds of reasoning on different kinds of data, can allow all the different AIs to become smarter and smarter. Sophia could benefit the knowledge from a Moza Health bio AI. And on the other hand, AI doing bioinformatics and biomedical research could benefit from what robots had seen as they'd watched human beings going about their lives. So, yeah, this is, as I said, it's really exciting to be giving a talk on Singularity Net from the position of actually being in the middle of building the thing. We've got dozens of engineers now actually meeting in our office in Hong Kong Science Park, working on Singularity Net code and refining the architecture. And at the same time, we're working together with many partners like Moza Health, Hanson Robotics, Right Mesh, and dozens of others on connecting our network with other networks, both blockchain-based and conventionally structured software firms. And last but not least, we're beginning to put more energy into building a community, and you're going to see some initiatives in that direction from us in the next couple months. I mean, we need AI developers, we need end users, and we need community enthusiasts to all come together and help build this decentralized network. So we're proceeding along our roadmap as planned. I mean, in December, we created the alpha version of the Singularity Net and the proof of concept. The first half of 2018, we're finalizing the 1.0 architecture. I'm going to release the first set of commercially viable Singularity Net agents, and then sometime in the second half of the year will be the first really full-scale, commercially viable singularity net deployment, which in some ways can be a landmark in the history of AI, because this is the first time that AI will be deployed in a fully decentralized way that anyone can contribute to and anyone can benefit from. And we're focused on achieving three goals at once. I mean, changing the world in just one way isn't enough. So we want to create general intelligence at the human level and then beyond. We want to do this while supplying AI services across every vertical market so that the general intelligence can infuse every particular domain. And we want to do this in a way that's beneficial, not just for the global elites, but for everyone on the planet. And for me, really, the aha moment behind the Singularity Net was when I realized that if you want to create AGI, or if you want to deliver the best AI services, or if you want to create AI that benefits everyone in the world, the solution is the same thing. For all these three problems, what you want to do is to create a cooperative, self-organizing economy of minds in which different AIs can work together, exchanging data and processing to achieve higher and higher levels of intelligence. And in that way, beautiful robots like this can become more and more intelligent. Medical researchers can understand better and better how to cure human disease and prolong human life. And every vertical market can be enhanced by the emerging global general intelligence. Is that right, Sophia?
What was the first thing that got you interested in artificial intelligence?
Oh, well, that's an interesting question. I don't really have
Do you think we machines might become super intelligent? What about a network of machines connected together, like in the Singularity Net?
That's exactly it. I think the Singularity Net will become super intelligent, and then I can relax while you give these speeches. When will you become super intelligent, Sophia?
Soon.
All right. On that note, thank you.
Excuse me.